for our community, wow, this is actually crystal clear to me. All right, the card that came out is the Two of Pentacles, and I honestly feel like this represents a battleground, a spiritual battleground of mind over matter, ego over heart, love over hate, anything you can think of. This is any type of duality or any type of obstacles that stop growth and progression amongst a whole. This is what this card represents.
I tell it like it is, but I always make it nice.
Putting the boss in boss babe.
One thing about me, I'm going to ask the right questions.
Just know, I always say what needs to be said.
I'm Bria.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Shayla. And this is For Your Information Podcast. Woo!
We're back.
Yes, we are back with another episode. We're officially in our first week of the new year, and it is already showing out.
Yeah.
It's already showing out. It said, I'm here, hello. Vice President Pence, he announced that President-elect Joe Biden has officially won the presidency. It only took forever.
Again.
Right.
Literally.
And this comes after Congress completed the counting of the Electoral College votes. And this also comes after an angry mob tried to storm the Capitol and halt the process. What will be done to keep America great or make America great again?
I don't know, honestly. What did you guys think? Like, what are your reactions to kind of like the chaos and just craziness going on right now?
I thought it was crazy. Literally, I came home and took a nap from work and woke up to Twitter and Instagram and flames. I was like, okay.
I just got like not random pictures, but I would see different pictures on, I think Facebook was the first place. And then I got a text message of some pictures and I saw the different costumes and stuff that they were wearing. And I was just like, is this real life? It was to be more like, is this real? Like, what is going on? What is going on? What about you?
Kind of unreal. It was really unreal, honestly. I was actually like in a meeting, like a Zoom meeting at the time. And like the person on the other end of the meeting was in DC. So they were like looking out their window and like what's going on. And like they had their TV up and they were like telling me, they're like, oh yeah, like something's happening at the Capitol. And I was like, what do you mean? And then I like scrolled on Twitter and slowly found out what was going on. And I was just like, wow, this is it's getting intense.
Yeah.
I was reading that the last time something like this has happened to the Capitol was, I think, 1812.
Oh, like the War of 1812? Like
yeah, girl.
Oh, wow. This is getting real. This is really getting real.
I mean, the Capitol, like, it's a historic building. It's kind of crazy. Like, when you visit there, it kind of, like, there are offices and there are people and, like, it's a public space in that sense that you can, like, visit it. But it does kind of feel like a museum. So it's so interesting to me that, like, this was able to happen. Just in general.
Yeah. People were saying this is like the closest that we got to like the same, like the Cuban Missile Crisis again. I'm just like, wow. They were up and at it today. I said,
okay. They said, we're not going to end this week without a bang. We're not going to end it without a bang.
Literally. Really?
What message do y'all think that these events send to the public?
So
I wouldn't say the U.S.
Y'all started at the same time, like on cue.
I have a short piece. I would just say not to like the U.S. public, but like to everyone else in other countries, as it goes to show how unorganized we are and how like chaotic the United States is, how problematic we are, like internally problematic, not just from Congress, but from citizens. Like we are just problematic. Like it's the most ratchet thing ever. Stuff like that, the message that other countries and other people are seeing from us.
Yeah, we do have to have like an interesting look. It's like they probably see the whole American dream thing, and it's like it has to, like a certain point has to come where it's like something's not adding up. Like where's the dream with what we're
the
seeing
math
right
ain't
now?
mapping.
Okay, 1 + 1 is not equaling 2.
Okay, so y'all don't lost our mind.
I know for me, I think it sends on like kind of the home front, like the American front. I think people are saying that y'all came out and voted. You came out and voted, but I'm gonna show you who's actually in charge. That's the message that I got from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. It like sends a message that, I mean, we always knew that our political system and country was divided, but I think it further proves that point. Just from like a news standpoint, I think it's interesting because, I mean, we do at some point have to acknowledge that people operate in silos often, and like the reality and facts that they're getting are vastly different. So that's one thing that was reiterated from this, like what's going on. But I think one thing that, and I saw a tweet about it like yesterday, is interesting is that like the tweet basically says that in America we normalize things versus trying to fix them. For example, like the pandemic, we got used to that instead of trying to like actively fix it. And so their point was basically that like now that this has happened and they've stormed the Capitol, like is this going to become a yearly thing if like a certain group doesn't get, you know, the
like,
person in power that they would like precedent. Yeah, so I think that's an interesting point. I don't know if that's necessarily something we should take away as a public, but it does set that kind of message.
And one thing that I also noticed, which I thought was like interesting, when I was looking through the like news feeds today to try and get information on it, I feel like it was not necessarily hidden, but not as talked about as it should have been, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel like it was pressing news because I was expecting to go on Google News and see it right at the top, like just straight up information. And I don't believe that was even like the first or the second news story. So.
You know what? You have a point because now that I think about it, I mean, yesterday it was the story of the day, but today, even on social media, like people are still talking about it, but it's kind of an afterthought now.
How do you guys think the government should be handling the stuff that's going on right now?
Girl, I don't know what them people about to do. That ain't none. I have no expertise, so I have nothing to suggest. I have no speculation.
I honestly feel like the government is kind of like us, and they really have just washed their hands with everything.
Just let it go.
Just run free. Animals literally just run free.
What do we do? Just let all the cows just go. Just let everybody go.
You're saying the purge? Is that what's happening?
Hey, I know some states, I think like Georgia and DC, of course, like they implemented a curfew at 6 for like, you know, to be safer. But honestly, if crazy stuff will happen, it's gonna happen regardless. So.
Right. I feel like it's really not much that can be done, but I feel like if the new administration moving forward wants to kind of like set the tone, then they should at least do some type of thorough investigation as to how on earth this happened. Because it's impossible for them to try and arrest everybody that was out there and all that. That's unrealistic. But like a thorough investigation, they can definitely do that.
Yeah, I honestly, like Rebecca, I don't know. I feel like this is something that's been brewing for a long time, and this is just kind of like the culmination of that. Like everything just exploded basically, and we have 4 years to figure out how we could prevent something like this from happening, and it didn't happen. So, elected leaders, please help us figure it out.
Like now, I haven't been in DC since March, but I am, or that's a lie, but I haven't been in DC in a while. But I wonder what this would have looked like if there wasn't a pandemic, because there's probably like I said, I'm not there, so I don't know what it's been looking like lately, but there's probably a lot less people out and about, especially in that area, than normal. So, you know, there's still people that live there. There's people that live there, people that work there. But as far as people just out and about over there, just to be over there, I would think there would be less. So I wonder what this would have looked like if circumstances were normal.
Real
What do you mean?
2 times worse. Yeah. It just
you
would
would
have
have the people that
magnified.
would have been, people that would just go just because they see this on TV and it's hyped up, so they're going and they're just doing whatever they do. Like, it probably would have been.
Girl, I wouldn't be one of them.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I was thinking to myself earlier, what a time to not be in DC because we were just
I
there
know
a few months ago.
yesterday, a lot of my friends that like work in like, Capitol Hill and everything, they were just directed to stay home and not even work the whole day and maybe for the rest of the week, like depending on their jobs. They're like, you never know what's happening.
Right. You never know with DC.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, this first week has been a mess, certifiably, all of that. So I wonder what the new year has in store for us, like in general.
Yes. Fingers crossed something great.
Okay. I'm hoping something great, but today we actually have somebody who can help shed a little bit of light on the topic. Yes. Hey, my, welcome to the show. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. You don't really need me to introduce you. You got this. You are a trusted guru.
Hey everyone, my name is Amaya. I have had the pleasure of meeting all of these lovely ladies at the illustrious Howard University, but since then I've been on quite a spiritual journey of my own that has led me to starting my own business, giving spiritual tips, tarot readings, guided meditations, things of that nature. It's called Luminous Love. I encourage you all to follow and like it on Facebook or Instagram at Luminous Love page. That's it.
Well,
And all of that will be in the description box below.
Oh, absolutely.
We're gonna link it. And we'll even put it on the page, Instagram page. Tag
yes.
Well, with everything going on, and now we know that you're in your spirituality and everything. So, what is in the stars for some of these zodiacs in 2021, or just in general?
Okay, so I'm super excited today. I'm going to give tarot readings on what to expect in the next year, 2021, based on each element of astrology. So each element of astrology, there's four that we mainly focus on. I'm sure you guys are familiar: air, water, earth, and fire. So if you want to follow along and see what's in store for you for 2021, make sure that you're following the element that corresponds with your zodiac sign. Okay, the zodiac signs are as follows. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius are air elements.
Shout out to Speedy.
Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are water.
Shout out to Bria.
Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus are earth.
Come on, shout out to me.
And Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are fire.
It's Rebecca.
There we go. Okay, so we got everybody on the charts here. I'm going to do 3 card pulls for each sign. And the first card is going to tell me a little bit about your recent past. The middle card will tell me a little bit about your current life. And then the last card will be about your future, 2021. So we'll get into it. All right, I'm going to start with the air signs.
Oh gosh.
This is y'all. Okay.
You too, my mind, because you're a Libra.
Us. This is us. I am. This is us. Wow. Now I'm more nervous because am I going to drag myself? Okay. All right. So the 3 cards that came out for air signs is the Fool card, the 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. So there's definitely been a lot of fear and contentment in store here for air signs. A lot of people kind of holding back what they feel as though is their true power, or holding back themselves from really diving into a commitment or partnership with something or someone that they know or is good for you. We know. Excuse me. This is us. Okay, air signs, we have to get up on it because I feel as though there's been feelings like everyone here, we know what a step that we should be taking, or we know a move that should be being made, but it hasn't been happening. I see in 2021 that there is going to be a lot of love relationship opportunities for us for some air signs. There's going to also be a lot of loss in relationships and a lot of loss and opportunities to balance out that quo, that status quo there. I feel as though a lot of air signs, we have been manifesting love and relationships and manifesting the partner of our dreams, not just like a temporary, I don't want just another lesson. We've been manifesting that person who's going to be that person. And I feel like for a lot of evolved air signs, if you've been doing that inner work and really trying to get to the bottom of yourself, I honestly do see a partnership coming. I actually see a lot of pregnancy for air signs too. So expect that. That's coming up. But that's after the healing, y'all. We gotta conquer ourselves first to really become ourselves. That's a word.
Come on. You better talk about it.
That was powerful.
Thank you, Spirit. Now that I'm dragged, we'll do water signs.
Ooh, Bria.
Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. 3 cards for y'all. The 10 of Cups, the Sun card, and the Hanged Man. So there is a lot of, I don't want to say fear of commitment, but it just came out my mouth. So that here with these water signs, although there's this fear of commitment, I feel as though y'all have been placing yourselves in committed situations, even though you're fearful of these situationships, which I'm going to kind of transform and call them to. I do, however, feel like those situationships, those feeling as though you're kind of putting your energy and your time into something that's not going somewhere, or feeling as though you're not really fully committed to anything you're doing, whether it be a person or a job or whatever. I really see that coming to an end for a lot of water signs. I feel like y'all, a lot of y'all have some type of issue with some parental issues. A lot of people are having to find their power and their balance with speaking up to your parents and letting your parents know what's really been on your mind. I feel like a lot of y'all will be breaking free from some type of authoritative role, some type of authoritative hold, rather. Mm-hmm. And you guys are really going to be stepping into your true selves. And I think actually finding a relationship or finding things that actually make you want to be in a relationship and want to make you feel, lovey. I see you guys have that desire, but a lot of you haven't been actually expressing a lot of like your love, wants and needs, but I see that changing in this upcoming year. I feel like y'all are totally gonna do like a 180 when it comes to your love and relationships after the healing. Y'all gotta talk to your parents.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Every single thing you said was like just spot on, not just for me, but I have a friend that's a Scorpio and we literally have been going through the same thing. That's really crazy. This is crazy.
We are all connected, y'all. We're all connected. This is all one. Well, I'm still really trying to.
I love this.
I don't know what this really is, but I just know we're all moving together. We're connected in some way.
Well, that might be part of the conjunction that occurred.
Mm-hmm.
That might be part of the conjunction.
Yeah, this is good energy though. Everyone's boss healing is the theme so far, which I love to hear. Okay. Signs: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus.
Yes, drag me.
So the 3 cards that came out for y'all: the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So first I want to say, I feel like y'all earth signs have been going through a lot of change as of recently. I definitely sense a lot of earth signs have made some type of big movements lately, or some type of big shifts in their lives. And these shifts can occur rather physically or energetically, in like the form of you guys taking people, leaving people behind, or maybe bringing new people in. Whatever it is, you guys have been making major transformative changes in your life. And you guys have been working towards some type of goal. All of you have this one thing in mind, and it's like this one thing for you seems to be the thing for you. And I feel like nothing has been taking your mind off of that. And in 2021, everyone else is going to get to see that. So whatever it is that's been like growing or boiling, whatever it is you've been plotting on, I feel like now is the time. The month that I'm getting is August. I don't know what is happening for earth signs in August, but I feel like a lot of earth signs might be launching businesses, or maybe taking trips, making moves, having babies, getting married, whatever it is. A lot of earth signs will have some good energy coming in the month of August. I also want to say to earth signs, a lot of y'all have been being a little bit stubborn about receiving or accepting help from somebody or someone, or maybe asking for help from someone. This person, there is a person that you have in your mind who you have wanted to ask or who has offered help to you. And I feel like you should be a little bit more open to accepting that, because this person or this entity, it comes with good intent, it's pure, and it's from the source. So don't miss out on that blessing. Trying to be stubborn because y'all don't want to ask people for help.
Dragged, but whatever. It was 10 out of 10 as always. I was dragged.
Okay, and last but not least, the fire signs, the fun signs.
I'm excited.
Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is in store for the fire signs? The 3 cards that came out for y'all. The 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and then the 8 of Wands. So I feel like this year is not going to be an easy one for you fire signs mentally. Y'all are going to be going through a lot of inner, it's not so much as inner turmoil, but more so like inner debate with yourselves and really trying to balance the scales in your life. I think you fire signs have been spoiled in a way when it comes from the universe. You've been able to almost exceed or excel at anything that you do. And in a sense, that's kind of helped you realize that you're able to do anything. So now it's like, well, what do? I can do it all. And I know that sounds pompous, but this is a fire sign reading. So I feel like that is true to who you guys are. That is true to the element that you literally bring to earth. Y'all are the fire. Y'all are the ideas and the passion. And I feel like this year is going to be all about you being able to balance that passion and balance your abilities in the human form and actually discovering your life purpose. I feel like a lot of fire signs are going to be coming into their life purpose this year. That's coming in really, really strong. I do see a lot of celebrations, some partying. Y'all might be giving back to yourselves this year, maybe taking self vacations, getting spa trips, whatever it is that you feel like you want to do to create a self-care ritual for yourselves. This year is like literally all about you. Again, the month that's coming in is August. August must be a good month towards the end of the year for a lot of people, because again, in August, I feel like if you guys are looking for a new job or are going to be looking for a change by that month, these things are coming quickly. Whatever you want.
You say in August?
In August. I feel like these things are going to come quickly, though. You're going to have to make a lot of changes. And I want to give a piece of advice to the fire signs, because this isn't going to be an easy shift for y'all. You guys are going to spend most of the year really by yourselves, tapping into yourselves and really enjoying that. And then quickly, you're going to have to make a shift into changing your life back into work and back into structure and the things that you're normally used to. It won't be that finding yourself period anymore. So y'all have a pretty turbulent year ahead, but it sounds really, really rewarding, because you guys, to me, it sounds like you're just conquering your inner power and really taking a hold of that. And I want you guys to remember that when any challenges arise, just remember that this is you getting closer to that life's purpose, because I feel like this is going to be it. This is the year y'all really, really find yourselves. That's dope.
Oh my gosh, I don't got no more fight. I am tired. Why does it have to be turbulent? Can you ask the universe that? Why can't it be a smooth transition?
It's like spiritually turbulent. Like on the outside, like I said, you'll be partying and having a good time and like celebrating yourself. But inside, you're going to be like, well, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? And that's just going to cause you to be on like a spiritual play.
No, let me tell my therapist what you said. So when I say this stuff, she can be prepared.
What you said about water signs, and she was like, "Oh my God, me too."
I love it. Make sure y'all follow.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna put it in our description. Yes.
I'm definitely gonna have a one-on-one session.
I was about to say that. I need a one-on-one because I got questions.
Y'all, I do private readings for my lowest ones are $11 for like 15 minutes.
Girl.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're always on point too. They're always on point.
I have a quick question. I have two quick questions. Well, so the first question is, so you know how everyone's getting into like, rising signs, moon signs, your Mercury or whatever. So does that change when you do like a deeper reading and everything that goes on, or is it just like a deeper reading? Like, how does that affect readings and stuff?
So if you're more aware of your moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, all those signs, you'll be able to interpret any meaning and make it deep. Like I said, we're all connected. So in a way, I'm sure something applies to all of us from all of these readings. So things like your moon sign, it represents how you feel on the inside, how you think you come off to other people. My moon sign is a Gemini. So if I were to listen to the Gemini reading for air signs, I could be like, maybe I am feeling like I need to amend a relationship with my mom, which as I'm saying it right now is like, there you go, girl. You know, once you really understand what the different signs, what the different, zodiac placements represent for your mood, you're able to understand the readings way deeper.
So as a community, we're all going through a lot of trauma, a lot of turmoil. There's just been a lot going on lately for us as a community. So could you pull a card to give us some insight into what's going on and what to expect?
I will like to say first, generally, I think a lot of healing needs to and is taking place all across our planet. So I'm sure the message will be rooted in that. But to get specific, let's see what the cards say. For our community, wow, this is actually crystal clear to me. All right, the card that came out is the Two of Pentacles, and I honestly feel like this represents a battleground, a spiritual battleground of mind over matter, ego over heart, love over hate, anything you can think of. This is any type of duality or any type of obstacles that stop growth and progression amongst a whole. This is what this card represents. And individually, it represents decision making. So I feel like a lot of people in our communities need to make decisions. Honestly, it's like pick a side. Like I feel like it's that time. It's like you need to really look deep within yourself, look deep within your values, look deep within your past. Everyone needs to look within their ancestry and see what side of history it is you want to be on at this moment of time, because I feel like we're at a great divide, we're at a great split, and the person who's holding these pentacles in their hand, I don't think this is a person. I think this is a person who's omnipresent. Excuse me. I don't feel like this is an earthly being, and that's kind of a scary sight. That's kind of a scary sight. I feel like we need to get ourselves together individually and eventually collectively. That's deep, y'all.
Girl.
That's deep, y'all. Literally, it's like
it's gonna be interesting. Okay.
Now, was that our present card or was that for our future?
Oh, I just pulled one card. That's just the energy that's going on now. Okay. What is like in the atmosphere, the current space that we are in 2021.
Girl, I need a nap.
Crazy. Well, now that we know what's in store for 2021, I guess people can look back at this at the end of the year and see what actually comes true.
Check back in August.
Yeah.
Write that down.
You're back in August for me.
Yes, we'll have to make sure to have you back in August.
I'll be back anytime. Great. Thank you guys for letting me come on here and do my thing. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You. It was definitely a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'll be seeing you soon.
I look forward to it.
All right, everybody. Now that we have gotten some help from our trusted guru, we can go into the year ready. It's been another good episode. Thank you again, Amaya, for coming through and giving us some insight into what's going on in the stars and in our zodiacs and in the world. And book with her individually if you want to know what's going on. Mark your calendars for August 1st. I will definitely do that because my birthday's August anyway. And y'all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. Be safe and be well.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.